This is Pastor Stuart, and in this video I am reviewing the Bible that comes in this box. As you can see, it is the Thomas Nelson Maclaren series, New King James Version Bible, large print reference, black leather soft. So there the Bible is. On the back of the box, some of the features are mentioned. Thomas Nelson's complete cross-reference system with over 72,000 verse references, verse-by-verse layout for easy navigation, classic two-color typesetting, line-matched for optimal readability, beautiful 10.5 point type size in Thomas Nelson's New King James Version comfort print. Now I will say from now that this Bible is actually the preaching Bible. It's exactly the same, except this has a different cover and also maps. But apart from that, it is the same Bible. And those of you familiar with the preaching Bible, you may recall that the preaching Bible has an advertised 11.5 point font, but I can assure you that it is identical to the 10.5 point font featured in this Bible. Thomas Nelson, it would seem, have simply changed the way they advertise the font size, but this 10.5 point is the same size as the 11.5 point font in the preaching Bible. So here the Bible is. It is approximately 9.5 inches by 6.5 inches, and it weighs around 2 pounds and 10 ounces. It features a black imitation leather cover, which also has raised hubs. You can see the spine there. It's a nice imitation leather. It has 2 ribbons, gold and black. So what I'll do now is open up the Bible and take you on a brief tour of it, and I'll also zoom in so you can see what the biblical text looks like. So you have this paste down liner, which is paper or card. You then have the presentation page, the title page, the copyright page, table of contents, abbreviations, the preface to the New King James Version, and then we get into the Old Testament and the biblical text itself. Let's zoom in on the text so that we can get a closer look. You can see that it features this white paper. It's 36 GSM, and it's as far as Bible paper goes, it's very good. As far as opacity is concerned, it's there is show through, as you can see, but it's not bad. This is good quality Bible paper in my opinion. So here's the 10.5 point font. As you can see, verse numbers are in this blue colour. Also, the headings within the text that are inserted by the translators, they are also in this blue colour as well. The font is nice and dark. You can see that within the text there are superior letters which indicate a cross-reference, and superior numbers that indicate a footnote. So let's have a look at the bottom of the page, which is where the footnotes and the cross-references are found. So the pilot chapter and verse number for a corresponding cross-reference is in blue, and then you find the references. And the footnotes are here as well. Now the footnotes are mixed in with the references, and that is something I consider to be an area of improvement for this Bible. I think it would be much better if the footnotes were separated from the references. It would make finding the footnotes much easier if they did that. As you can see, there is also gold on the page edges here. It is a black letter text, so the words of Jesus are not in red. I want to make a comment about the paper colour. It's a kind of brightish white, which this is very good for preaching because the words really just jump out, from the page. And so it's great for quickly finding a passage when you are preaching. It would also be very good, if you are at a Bible study or you want a Bible in which you can quickly find verses. This is very good because the verses each start on a new line, so finding a verse is much easier. I would say though that if, for me at least, for prolonged reading, the paper colour combined with the very dark, bold font doesn't quite work for me. I would prefer if the paper was an off-white colour. That would be easier on the eye. For me, reading this for a long period of time can be just a bit much because of the bright white paper and the bold font. It's absolutely fine for preaching. I actually use the preaching Bible as my preaching Bible. But for prolonged reading, I prefer something that is somewhat more gentle on the eye. And as you get to the end of the Bible, you have some lined paper. You have 8 pages of lined paper. And then you have some maps. This is what the Preaching Bible does not have. It doesn't have these maps. But you get the maps with this Bible. There's the ISBN. So I think this is a nice Bible. I think it's very good for preaching and also for Bible study, if you want to really, zoom in on particular verses and look up the cross-references, or if you want a Bible that's just easy to find a verse, it's very good for that. I think it would be great if Thomas Nelson released a copy of this, an edition of this Bible, but used the European paper that they use in their Premier collection. I think that would aid in making this more suitable for prolonged reading. I would like to also thank Thomas Nelson for sending me this Bible in exchange for a review. So that's my review. I hope that is helpful. Please do feel free to press the like button if you have found this review helpful or enjoyable. And please also feel free to subscribe to this channel for more Bible reviews and messages. Thanks very much for watching.